Yeah. Good morning. So this is our first class. So we are starting with the ancient India. In the last class, studies class, we talked about the scheme of examination, entire syllabus and all. So today the first day of your class, and we are starting with ancient India or early India, right? Approximately circa 2 MY, 2 million years ago, 1 million 10 lakhs, 2 million 20 lakhs. In 20 lakh years back, we have the evidence of human beings in India. They entered India, they started living in India, and this 2 MYA, from 2 MYA up to about 750 C, this is our entire history of ancient India or early India. Right? So, how the human beings entered India, how they came to India, a brief background from where did the human beings came to India and how they started living in India. And the earliest phase of ancient India, oldest phase of ancient India is known as Stone Age culture. Not only oldest phase of history of India is in Stone Age, but also the longest phase of entire history of India is Stone Age culture. Stone Age from near about 2 MYA up to 3500 BC, about circa, approximately. Why this age is called a Stone Age or a Stone Age phase? Because during the time up to 3500 BCE, there is no any evidence of use of metals in India. People knew a stone, they picked up the stone, and the stone they used to make the tools or weapons. Why weapons? For hunting of the wild animals. So there was no knowledge of metal, no use of metal up to 3500 BC in India. This is the reason why this age is called as Stone Age culture. Right? So brief background of from where did human beings entered India, how they started a Stone Age culture, what was the use of a stone for them, a brief background. Clear? Number one, background is the universe was formed. Universe glitch. The entire universe in which we all are living was formed around 13.8 billion years ago. BYA, billion years ago. So formation of universe was around 13.8 billion years ago, and this universe was formed. Most accepted theory to explain the formation of universe is Big Bang theory. Okay? After formation of universe, we are looking into background. How human being evolved in world, from world where they came to India, a brief background of the Stone Age culture. After formation of universe, Earth was formed on which we all are living. Earth formation was around 4,600 million years ago. MYA. Million years ago. Lesser than BYA. So Earth was formed around 4,600 million years ago. And this Earth was formed. This is not the same Earth on which we all are living. So we divided formation Earth development into various stages called as age or epochs. Clear? Hai? So we are not going into every stage of the Earth. We are concerned with beginning of Pliocene age. Pliocene age is the one of the stages of Earth developments. Pliocene age. And this Pliocene age started around 5 million years ago up to 1.8 million years ago. Pliocene age. Pliocene age is one of the ages of the Earth. Beginning of Pliocene age was around, looking into background to understand Stone Age culture in proper perspectives. So Pliocene age from 5 million years ago up to 1.8 million years ago. It was during Pliocene age that life evolved into what is called as hominids. Before hominids, we have a lot of human beings, living beings. Sorry. ठीक है ग्लिच कुछ ग्लिच आ रहा है क्या ठीक है बैकग्राउंड जरूरी है थोड़ा समझना ड्यूरिंग प्लाइओसीन एज लाइफ इवॉल्व्ड a creature was formed. This creature is called as hominids. Hominid was the first living being which can walk on 2 feet. This was the bipedal creature, living being. Before this bipedal living beings, we have the living beings, but no living beings had the ability to walk on 2 feet. We have quadrupeds, animals. So first bipedal creature evolved during Pliocene age. This is a distant human being, most primitive human being called hominid. This all was explained by the most famous scientist Charles Darwin. Darwin wrote the book The Origin of Species. In this Origin of Species, Darwin explained the human being is not created by God. Human being evolved because of natural process, biological evolution, from simple life to complex life. Name of the books are also very, very important. And this was one of your questions. This was one of the questions in your examination. Who wrote the book, Origin of Species? Charles Darwin. So, during Pliocene age, hominid evolved. This was the bipedal creature or most primitive human beings. This hominid evolved for the first time in the world in Africa, not in India. It was in Africa where hominid or most primitive human beings evolved. So, birth of hominid or evolution of hominid was in Africa. And from Africa, this hominid diffused worldwide. It came to India as well. And this hominid was most primitive hominid, called by anthropologists as Australopithecus africanus, most primitive human being. Very small size of the brain. Presently, we all are descendant of Homo sapiens. Homo sapiens is the most advanced human being. Clear है? After Australopithecus, gradual evolution of human beings also happened. We have a lot of the hominid types. We are not concerned with every type. For example, we have Homo habilis. Homo habilis was the first living being which started making stone tools. Stone tools for hunting purpose, hunting of the wild animals. Homo habilis, Homo habilis, first hominid which started making stone tools, stone weapons for hunting purpose. Clear है? After Homo habilis, we have Homo erectus. Homo erectus was the first hominid which discovered fire. Then most developed hominid was Homo sapiens. Homo sapiens is known as anatomically modern man, AMM, or knowledgeable man. So we all are descendants of Homo sapiens. Homo sapiens was anatomically, anatomy of this Homo sapiens is exact the anatomy of we, present human being. So we all are the descendants of Homo sapiens. So Homo sapien is AMM, anatomically modern man. This background is clear. First earliest hominid was Australopithecus africanus. Most recent present hominid is Homo sapiens. And this Homo sapiens evolution was around 75,000 years ago or 70,000 YA years ago. ठीक है? So this is the background of the evolution of hominids from Australopithecus africanus in Africa to Homo sapiens worldwide. Clear है? From Africa, this hominid entered India around 2 MOIA. And when after Pliocene age, समझ में ठीक है? After Pliocene age, थोड़ा background important है, relevant है for your exam. After Pliocene age, we have Pleistocene age. Beginning of Pleistocene age was around 1.8 million years ago. Started. When Pliocene age ended, we have the coming of Pleistocene age. After Pliocene age, 1.8 million years ago, when Pleistocene age was about to start, we have the evidence of human being entering into India. 2 MOIA, close to 1.8 MOIA. So when Pleistocene age was about to start, we have the evidence of hominids entering India. And this Pleistocene age continued up to 10,000 YA. And then most recent age, which we all are living, is our Holocene age. We all are living in Holocene age, which started around 10,000 YA to present. We are living in Holocene age. So this is formation of Earth, passing of Earth into various stages. Before Pliocene, we have different age as well. We skipped all those. So we are concerned with Pliocene age because during Pliocene age, hominid evolved in Africa. During Pleistocene age, hominid started coming to India. Holocene age is the most recent age. We all are living in Holocene age. So this is the background of the evolution of hominids in Africa, and from Africa they started coming to India as well. So this coming of hominid not only in India, every part of the world is a theory called out of Africa theory. So coming of hominids or primitive human beings in India was the result of out of Africa theory. ठीक है? And this is the background of the beginning of our Stone Age culture. Any doubt? Beginning of Stone Age culture, evolution of hominids in Africa. From Africa, they started coming to India as well. So we are now starting our Stone Age culture. This is the background. Now come to Stone Age culture. ठीक है? Everyone? So this Stone Age culture is the oldest culture of India and longest phase of entire history of India. From 20 lakh years back up to 3500 BC, this age continued. And this age we can divide into three different phases. Stone Age culture. Oldest part of Stone Age is known as Paleolithic phase. Paleolithic. Paleo means old, lithic means stone. Old Stone Age culture. Old Stone Age phase is the oldest phase of Stone Age culture. Paleo means old, lithic means stone. Old Stone Age began from near about circa 2 MOIA, and this continued up to around 10,000 YA. 10,000 YA, Old Stone Age. Means we can say entire Pleistocene Age. Entire Pleistocene Age, Pliocene, after Pliocene, Pleistocene, after Pleistocene, Holocene. Entire Pleistocene Age corresponds to Old Stone Age. We can say Pleistocene is 1.8 million years ago up to 10,000 years ago. Means entire Old Stone Age phase corresponds to Pleistocene Age. ठीक है? Clear है? We just explained Pliocene is, after Pliocene age, Pleistocene is, and then we all are living into Holocene age. Beginning of Holocene age was around 10,000 YA till present. So we all are living into Holocene age of the Earth age. Okay? So now come to Old Stone Age. During Old Stone Age, human being from Africa entered India and evidence of human beings in India found by Archaeological Survey of India from various places in India. Various places. One of the places is northwest part of India. From these areas, Some stone tools have been found by Archaeological Survey of India. Archaeological Survey of India (ASI) have found some stone tools from northwest part of India. This area or sites are now in Pakistan. So, for example, this culture is called as Sowan culture. So, Sowan culture is one of the oldest cultures of India. Why called Sowan culture? Because these stone tools have been found around a river. This river is River Sowan, and this one river is now in Pakistan. So, Sowan culture belongs to Old Stone Age culture. Some of the stone tools have been found by ASI from the areas near River Sowan in Pakistan. So, this means stone tools must be made by some human beings. And which were the first to make the stone tools? Homo habilis. The first to make the stone tools were Homo habilis. So, such stone tools must have been made by some human beings. Though Archaeological Survey of India did not found any evidence of fossil of the human beings. Only stone tools have been found from these areas. Only one fossil is clear. Only one fossil, skeletons of human beings, have been found by ASI only from one spot in India. And this spot is in central India. This spot is Hathnora. And this Hathnora in Madhya Pradesh. Only one place. From only one place in India, ASI have found fossil evidence of human beings. And this place is Hathanora in present Madhya Pradesh, central India. From Sowan areas, only stone tools have been found. No any fossil evidence have been found. This is the only spot in entire Stone Age culture. From this spot, Archaeological Survey of India have found the human fossil. And this place is Hathanora in Madhya Pradesh, around river Narmada. In central India, we have river Narmada. So, around river Narmada in Madhya Pradesh, this place Hathanora is situated, and this is the only place from where ASI have found a human fossil evidence. Rest of the areas, only stone tools have been found. No fossil evidence. Clear hai? Next. Old Stone Age phase. Sohan culture belong to Old Stone Age phase. Next, in Rajasthan areas, this area Rajasthan, in present Rajasthan areas in India, the place is or site is Didwana. Didwana, Old Stone Age site. Site means place. They may be asking these sites. So one of the sites in Rajasthan is Didwana, okay, which belong to Old Stone Age. Here also ASI found stone tools. So Didwana belong to Paleolithic Age. Sowan Age is the part of Old Stone Age, Paleolithic Age. In Western Deccan area, Maharashtra area, Bori culture. These all are prominent sites belong to Old Stone Age. And from all these sites, ASI found stone tools. These people may be living here. We are just coming their culture and all. Firstly, we are looking into which are important areas or sites or places from where we have evidence of human beings living in this area during Old Stone Age period. ठीक है. So body culture in Maharashtra, Western Deccan belonged to Old Stone Age. In Karnataka area, Hongsi Valley, Hunsgi Valley in Karnataka, Kurnool in Andhra Pradesh. These all are the places or sites. From these sites, ASI found stone tools. Kurnool in Andhra Pradesh, Hunsgi Valley in Karnataka, Bori in Maharashtra, Didwana, Rajasthan, Sohan in Pakistan, in South India, in present Tamil Nadu, near Chennai, very important place is Athiram Pakkam, or also sometimes called as ATM culture. ATM means Athiram Pakkam. So Athiram Pakkam in Tamil Nadu, or ATM culture in Tamil Nadu. So these are prominent places in northeast areas as well. We have some evidences that will be taken up separately in your northeast history. So I will teach you only history of India. Northeast history, northeast geography and culture and all will be taken up separately in different classes. ठीक है. Old Stone Age sites is clear. Places are clear. During Old Stone Age period, there was no any knowledge of agriculture. No agriculture. Up to 10,000 YA, that is up to Old Stone Age, from anywhere in India, we do not have any evidence of practice of agriculture. Means agriculture was absent during Old Stone Age culture. People were not aware how to grow the cereals, how to do the agriculture. Not aware during Old Stone Age. So agricultural art was absent during Old Stone Age. ठीक है. From any of the sites, we do not have any evidence of practice of agriculture by ASI. Not. Similarly, during Old Stone Age, there is no any evidence of domestication of animals. Means pastoralism was also absent. How to rear the animals for the milk, for the meat, this art also was absent during Old Stone Age. So no domestication of animals. Those society which are dependent on domestication of animals are called as pastoral society. So there was no pastoralism during Old Stone Age. Agriculture was absent. Pastoralism also absent. Both absent during Old Stone Age. समझ में सबको ठीक है? Clear? Then how people survive? How people were eking out their livelihood during Old Stone Age. So eking out of the livelihood, कैसे लोग रहते थे? एग्रीकल्चर नहीं है, एनिमल का डोमेस्टिकेशन नहीं है. So how the people survive? The only survival method was number one, gatherings of wild fruits. Gatherings of wild fruit, wild seed, leaf. So one of the methods by which people survived was gatherings of especially wild fruits, seeds Second, not only gatherings, hunting of wild animals. Huntings. They killed the animals. They get the meat. Initially, fire was absent. No knowledge of the fire. So this meat was eaten in raw form without roasting of the meat. During Old Stone Age, once fire became known to human beings, these meats were roasted on the flames of the fire. And who invented fire? Just we talked about Homo erectus was the first to invent fire. Homo erectus. ठीक है? So discovery of fire happened during Old Stone Age. And once fire was discovered, on the flames of the fire, they roasted the meat of the hunted animals because that was easy to chew and digest. ठीक है? Clear everyone? So Old Stone Age society was a hunted society and gatherer society. ठीक है? And for hunting of the animals, these human beings started making stone tools. So why stone tools have been found from all these areas? Stone tools have been found because such tools were made for hunting of the wild animals. ठीक है? Clear है? Most oldest stone tools in India found by ASI was hand axes. Hand axes. Oldest. This was pointed stone. This was a stone directly held in hand without socket with two sharp edges. One edge was held directly in the hand, other edge, pointed edge, was used to kill the animals. So such type of stone tools are called as hand axes. And such hand axes were made by human beings out of stones. Stones, for example, were pebbles. Later on, quartzite, type of stones, jasper, type of stone used by human beings to make the stone tools during Old Stone Age. Pebbles, quartzite, jasper. Make the notes. Everyone make the notes in the class because this will be very authentic and very broad. Very important. Make the notes in the class. Okay. So these were type of the stones like pebbles, quartzites, jasper, which was used by human beings during Old Stone Age to make the stone tools for hunting of the wild animals for survival. Okay. So hand axes is the oldest. Other stone tools also made by people during the time like cleavers, like boring, various type of stone tools during Old Stone Age. Oldest is hand axes, oldest. Then we have dating method we talked about in the last class. How ASI determines how old these objects are. Various methods. Most popular was C14 method. Recent was ESR method. A lot of methods. Potassium argon method, TL method, many methods to determine how old these objects are. ठीक है? So these are the type of the tools. These are type of stones to make the tools. ठीक है? Please make the notes in the class. And if you have any doubt, please raise your doubts. ठीक है? So society during old Stone Age was gatherer society and hunter society. That was the only means of survival without knowledge of agriculture, without knowledge of rearing of the animals, domestication of the animals, no knowledge. ठीक है यहाँ? Next. As compared to hunting, gathering was easy. Hunting was risky because if you have to kill the animals, there is every chance of animal attacking you. अगर एनिमल को किल करोगे आप और वो भी डेवलप्ड टूल्स नहीं है आपके पास, तो देयर इज एवरी चांस ऑफ एनिमल अटैकिंग यू, killing you. So this requires more strength, more physical strength. So we can assume that hunting could have been done by men in the group because men are more strengthful than women, and gathering may be by female or women. Maybe. So female were gatherers and male were hunters because hunting of animals requires more strengthful work, more risky work, and biologically male are more strengthful than females. ठीक है? So even during old Stone Age, division of labor could have happened, and this division of labor was on the basis of gender and sex. So we can assume men as the hunters and female as the gatherers during old Stone Age. ठीक है यहाँ तक? Old Stone Age is clear. So this is the broad developments during old Stone Age. These areas are list or neglected area. Even in the IAS examination, list number of questions. Once in a while, they may ask from old Stone Age or Stone Age. Your question really began from Indus Valley Civilization. So this area, these areas, we can broadly outline, only outlines. Any doubt from old Stone Age? Any question from old Stone Age? Next. After Paleolithic Age, from 10,000 YA onwards, old Stone Age continued up to 10,000 YA. After 10,000 YA, next stage of Stone Age is our Mesolithic Age. Meso means middle, lithic means stone. Mesolithic. After Paleolithic, we have Mesolithic Age. Meso means middle, lithic means stone, middle Stone Age. Why this is called as middle Stone Age? Because this age is in between old and the new. We'll come to new Stone Age as well. So this lies in between new Stone Age and old Stone Age. So this is called as Mesolithic Age. Clear? During Mesolithic Age, which began from about 10,000 YA years ago. ठीक है? Means beginning of Mesolithic Age corresponds to beginning of Holocene Age. Beginning of Holocene, after Pleistocene is Holocene. बोल सकते हैं. During Mesolithic Age, most important site during Mesolithic Age is in Bihar, North Bihar, Chirand. Chirand in North Bihar is a Mesolithic site. Mesolithic site. Chirand in North Bihar. Mesolithic site. One of the very prominent sites in Bihar which belong to Mesolithic age, is place called Chirand. Okay? From this Chirand, Archaeological Survey of India have found a new type of tools, and this tool was absent during Old Stone Age. So, for the first time during Mesolithic age, a new stone tools appeared called microliths. Microliths in type of new stone tools which for the first time appeared during Mesolithic age. This was absent during Old Stone Age. Micro means very small, very tiny. Lith means stones. Tiny stone tools. Very tiny stone tools. Average size was 5 centimeter only. Average size. So what was the use of these tiny stone tools? Very small, tiny stone tools. Average size was about 5 centimeter. This could have been stone arrows, and these arrows were used in the bows to kill the animals from distant place, because killing of animals from near place was very risky. So bow and arrow could have appeared a new weapon for hunting purpose during Mesolithic age, and this explains why large number of microliths have been found by ASI from places like Chirand, which belong to Mesolithic age. So a new development in tool making during Mesolithic age was coming of microliths. Hand axe, old stone age; cleavers, old stone age; boring, old stone age; microlith, Mesolithic age. Very broad. How these tools were made, what was technology. This is not history optional class, this is GS class. So they won't be asking how hand axes were made. Aeolian technique, older one technique, this all are irrelevant for your this exam. May not be asking. क्लियर है? समझ में सबको ठीक है? Microlith is clear. A landmark transition during Mesolithic age from Old Stone Age was a new tool appeared during Mesolithic age, and this tool was microliths. Next, again a new thing appeared during Mesolithic age, which was absent during Old Stone Age, was rearing of animals or domestication of animals. During Old Stone Age, how to rear the animals, this art was unknown. Now, people gradually learned the art of rearing the animals. And this rearing of animals was for food, meat, for milk as well. Which was the first animal domesticated? Which was the first animal domesticated? स्कूल में पढ़ाते हैं बच्चों को, कौन सा एनिमल था? इसका फर्स्ट डोमेस्टिकेशन का एविडेंस हमारे पास. बड़ा तो नहीं हो सकता. It cannot be the large animal like elephant, because controlling of large animal was difficult. Technology was very primitive. जब होगा छोटा एनिमल होगा, because rearing of small animals was easy. हो सकता है तो छोटा ही एनिमल होगा, बड़ा तो नहीं होगा. So which was the smallest animal? Goats and sheep, dog as well. Dog as the pet animal, and goats and sheep for slaughtering of these animals for meat purpose. Goat for milk purpose as well. So goat and sheep, earliest animal domesticated by human beings, and dogs also for pet animal, because dog was helping human being in hunting of the large animals. So dog as the pet and goats and sheep for milk and meat both. ठीक है. Evidence of domestication of animal found by ASI from which place in India for the first time? A place in Madhya Pradesh, Adamgarh, and from Adamgarh we have earliest archaeological evidence of domestication of goats and sheep. Adamgarh in Madhya Pradesh, around river Narmada. So Adamgarh in Madhya Pradesh, earliest place in India, from where archaeological survey of India have found the evidence of domestication of animals, and these bones of the animals were bones of small animals like goats, sheep, dogs. ठीक है. Clear everyone? Next, a very landmark development during Mesolithic age was earliest evidence of paintings in India. Paintings belonged to Mesolithic age. Earliest archaeological evidence of paintings in India found by ASI, Archaeological Survey of India, during Mesolithic age. Which are the places from where paintings have been found? Very important place. Which place? Anyone? Anyone? In Madhya Pradesh, very important place is Bhimbetka. Bhimbetka, a place in Madhya Pradesh. In this Bhimbetka, we have the cave. People were living in the cave. So on the wall of the caves, we have the paintings. And such paintings are called as murals. So murals are those paintings which are done on the wall of the rock, cave, temple later on. So painting on the walls, ceilings are murals. So Bhimbetka painting, oldest painting, dating of this painting belong to Mesolithic age. आपके एनसीईआरटी में लिखा हुआ है late old stone age. This is now revised. You go for Mesolithic age and not the old stone age. So entire Bhimbetka painting belonged to Mesolithic age. ठीक है. Bhimbetka painting, oldest painting in India, Bhimbetka. ठीक है. And this Bhimbetka painting declared by UNESCO as World Heritage Site. UNESCO is the event body, and this event body have declared some of the sites in India very important, culturally very important, and these sites are called as World Heritage Site. So during entire Stone Age, only one site is a World Heritage Site, and this site is Bhimbetka, declared by UNESCO. ठीक है. इंडिया में कितना साइट है जिसको यूनेस्को ने डिक्लेयर किया है वर्ल्ड हेरिटेज? हाउ मेनी साइट्स? हाउ मेनी साइट्स इन इंडिया हैव बीन डिक्लेयर्ड बाय यूनेस्को एज वर्ल्ड हेरिटेज साइट्स? भीमबेटका इज वन ऑफ द साइट्स. कितना है? कितना? 96? नहीं, 50 भी नहीं है. लेस देन 50. नंबर पूछता है लोग. हाउ मेनी साइट्स? 44. 44 sites in India पहले कम था, 42 था, 43 हुआ, प्रेजेंटली वी हैव 44 sites. So 44 sites in India have been declared by UNESCO as World Heritage Sites. UNESCO वर्ल्ड का हेरिटेज है, नॉट ओनली हेरिटेज ऑफ इंडिया, हेरिटेज ऑफ द वर्ल्ड. दुनिया में बहुत सारा कंट्री है जहां वर्ल्ड हेरिटेज साइट है. विच इज द कंट्री वेयर वी हैव द मैक्सिमम हेरिटेज साइट्स? कौन सा कंट्री है जहां सबसे ज्यादा हेरिटेज साइट्स है यूनेस्को का? इंडिया. विच कंट्री? इटली. इटली with maximum world heritage sites. ये अभिमित का 44. दे आर राइटिंग 44. ठीक है, ये नंबर्स बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट होता है. दिस नंबर्स आर वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. आपके अरुणाचल प्रदेश में कोई वर्ल्ड हेरिटेज साइट है कि नहीं? एनी साइट वर्ल्ड हेरिटेज साइट अरुणाचल प्रदेश? नॉट, नहीं है. देखो, ASI आर्कियोलॉजिकल सर्वे ऑफ इंडिया है. आर्कियोलॉजिकल सर्वे ऑफ इंडिया have declared some of the monuments, some of the sites in India as protected monuments, national protected monuments. तो एक ए यूनेस्को का डिफरेंट है 44. इंडिया में कितना, हाउ मेनी साइट्स वी हैव नेशनल प्रोटेक्टेड मॉन्यूमेंट्स और प्रोटेक्टेड साइट्स, कितना है वो? हाउ मेनी साइट्स इन इंडिया declared by Archaeological Survey of India as nationally protected sites और monuments, कितना है वो? ऐसा ही क्वेश्चन है सब आपका, मोस्टली फैक्चुअल क्वेश्चन है. हाउ मेनी साइट्स? 3697. यही है अभी. अरुणाचल में कितना है इसमें? ओनली 3. आपका ईटानगर फोर्ट है इसमें 3. अरुणाचल प्रदेश. आर्कियोलॉजिकल सर्वे ऑफ इंडिया हैव डिक्लेयर्ड 3697 sites or monuments in India as a nationally protected site or monument. And out of this 3697, 3 in Arunachal Pradesh, 3 में एक है ईटानगर फोर्ट. दूसरा कोई रोइंग में फोर्ट है आपका, एक और कोई है केमांग डिस्ट्रिक्ट में 3. ठीक है, क्लियर है? डेटा आल्सो वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. डेटा से क्वेश्चन होता है, होगा, यूपीएससी में भी होता है, आपके एग्जाम में भी होगा. ठीक है, अलग से होगा आपका हिस्ट्री. सो मेसोलिथिक इज क्लियर, ओल्ड स्टोन एज इज क्लियर. कोई डाउट है तो पूछ लीजिए. एनी डाउट फ्रॉम ओल्ड स्टोन एज, मेसोलिथिक एज? एनी क्वेश्चन? हो जाएगा दोनों. नाउ कम टू थर्ड. आफ्टर मेसोलिथिक एज, after Mesolithic age, the last phase of Stone Age is our Neolithic age. Neo means new, lithic means a stone, new Stone Age. After Mesolithic age, the third and the last stage of Stone Age culture is our Neolithic age. Neo means new, lithic means stone, also called as New Stone Age. So Paleolithic, followed by Mesolithic, followed by Neolithic. Neolithic Age. ठीक है, Neolithic is very important. Neolithic डिस्कस किया था हमने कल क्लास में. This Paleolithic, Mesolithic is our prehistorical period. Prehistory. Paleolithic, Mesolithic, both is a part of prehistory. From 7000 BC onwards, we have beginning of Neolithic age, and this is the beginning of our proto-historical period. Proto-history. Very important. कल explain किया था. Study we explained. Proto-history, the bridge between history and prehistory. ठीक है. So from around 7000 BC, we have beginning of Neolithic age. During Neolithic age, for the first time in India, human being now acquainted with how to do agriculture. So beginning of agriculture belonged to Neolithic age. Earliest evidence of agriculture in India dating is 7000 BC. Agriculture began. How to sow the seeds. Seed will turn into saplings. Sapling will mature, we can harvest those grains. This is agriculture. So agriculture for the first time began from place called Mehergarh. Mehergarh is in Balochistan in Pakistan. यहाँ पे Mehergarh. Mehergarh is the place. This place is in Pakistan, and this place is situated in a pass called Bolan Pass, and this Bolan Pass is in between two mountain ranges, Kirthar and Suleiman. Between the Kirthar mountain range and Suleiman mountain range of Pakistan, a pass is located. This pass is Bolan Pass. In Bolan Pass, we have River Bolan. On the bank of River Bolan, place is Mehergarh. ठीक है. So this is the first place in India, earliest place in India. From this place, Archaeological Survey of India have found evidence of agriculture. ठीक है. So 7000 BC, agriculture began in India, and this beginning was from Mehergarh, first place. Mehergarh के बाद में और place में आया. And this is the Mesolithic, this is the Neolithic age. इसीलिए डिवाइड करते हैं तीन फेज को. मतलब Mesolithic में एग्रीकल्चर अपीयर. Agriculture absent during Mesolithic age. Mesolithic age में rearing of animal appeared, painting appeared, a new tool appeared, which was absent during Old Stone Age. Old Stone Age में tool different था, society gatherer था, society was hunter society. So this is the reason why we divided the Stone Age into three different societies or cultural parts. Three different things. ठीक है. Agriculture is clear. So coming of agriculture was a landmark development of Neolithic age. बोल सकते हैं. ठीक है. Earliest place. Agriculture discovered by male or female. कौन हो सकता है? लिखा हुआ नहीं है. We have to apply the logic. Who discovered agriculture? Male or female? किसको होना चाहिए? Female. Why? Female were gatherers of seed as well. So during course of gathering of the seeds, the idea could have been clicked. Why not to sow the seed? And seed can turn into sapling. So most likely, agriculture was discovered by female women. Most likely. So discovery of agriculture was most likely by women. ठीक है. Clear है. यहाँ पे कौन सा क्रॉप होना चाहिए? विच वॉज द क्रॉप ग्रोन बाय पीपल एट मेहरगढ़? विच क्रॉप? इस एरिया में रेनफॉल कम होता है, तो रेनफॉल कम में विच क्रॉप वी कैन ग्रो? वी कैन ग्रो द क्रॉप which we can grow in less rainfall area like wheat and barley, wheat and not rice. So evidence of two major crops in this area was barley and wheat, because both the crops can be grown in the area with less rainfall. Rice requires more rainfall. So rice cannot be grown in northwest part of India because this area receives less rainfall. ठीक है? Clear है? So agriculture is clear. So once agriculture appeared, agriculture को करने के लिए society has to be sedentary society, settled society. एक जगह पे रहना होगा लंबे समय तक. So because of coming of agriculture, society now became sedentary, settled society. During old Stone Age, society was nomadic, traveling from place to place for hunting and gathering. Mesolithic Age, society had become semi-nomadic. Neolithic Age, society had become sedentary or settled society. Means people were living into village. So village life now appeared during Mesolithic Age, Neolithic Age. ठीक है? During Old Stone Age, society was nomadic, traveling from place to place in search of wild animals, in search of wild fruit. So in the area, fruit got exhausted. They have to move to other area in search of the wild, fresh area with the wild fruits. This was nomadic society, Mesolithic semi-nomadic society, and this now became sedentary or settled society. Village life appeared. ठीक है? मतलब now the need was to make the houses. So from Mehergarh, houses have been found by ASI, Wattle and Daub houses. सबसे पुराना हाउस यही है, without any brick. So oldest house is Wattle and Daub houses. हालांकि कुछ एक्सेप्शन है, एक नया प्लेस मिला है, ओल्ड स्टोन एज का है, उस पर होगा नहीं. दिस प्लेस इज फ्रॉम बिहार. यहां से भी कुछ एविडेंस हाउसिंग का मिला है, बट दिस इज एक्सेप्शन नॉट द रूल. ओल्ड स्टोन एज में पैसरा इन बिहार, ओल्ड स्टोन एज में यहां से कुछ हाउस का एविडेंस एएसआई को अभी मिला है. ठीक है? एंड दिस हाउसेस वर आल्सो वाटर डाउब हाउस. जैसे मान लो ये सर्कुलर होल कर दिया अर्थ में, सर्कुलर, यहाँ पे वुडन पोस्ट लगा दिया, उसको मड से कोट कर दिया, इसी को बोलते हैं वाटर डाउब हाउसेस. वुडन पोस्ट लगा करके ऊपर थैच्ड रूफ कर दिया, विथ थैच्ड रूफ, इसी को बोलते हैं वाटल एंड डाउब हाउसेस. वाटल का मतलब होता है बैम्बू स्टिक्स और वुडन स्टिक्स. डाउब का मतलब होता है मड. स्ट्रॉ इज डाउब. मड से कोट कर देंगे, मड में स्ट्रॉ को मिला देंगे, तो दिस हाउस बिकेम वाटर एंड डाउब हाउसेस. सो ओल्डेस्ट हाउस without bricks. Evidence have been found from Mehergarh, Neolithic Age. हालांकि पहला एविडेंस है हमारे पास बिहार से, प्लेस इज पेसरा इन बिहार, मुंगेर एरियाज में, मुंगेर इन बिहार, फ्रॉम वेयर ASI recently have found evidence of oldest house in India. ठीक है? एक्सेप्शन है, रूल नहीं है. Neolithic age onwards, agriculture appeared. After coming of agriculture, society became sedentary. Once society became sedentary, need was to make the houses, and these houses are wattle and daub houses. ठीक है, क्लियर है यहाँ तक? नेक्स्ट, जैसे मान लो सपोज वी हैव द ग्रेन, ग्रेन को कुक करना है, तो कुक करने के लिए वी नीड टू हैव द यूटेंसिल्स, and this is the coming of the potteries. Pottery, earthen wares is pottery. So earthenware or pottery regular basis appeared during Neolithic age. Because need was to make the cooks, to store the cooks. पहले क्या था, ग्रेन हमारे पास नहीं है, we have to roast the meat of the animal on the flame of the fire. विदाउट पॉटरी का हो जाएगा, ओल्ड स्टोन एज में, मेजोलिथिक एज में भी हो जाएगा. विदाउट पॉटरी वी कैन roast the meat on the flame of the fire directly. But how can we can roast the grain on the flame of the fire? नहीं हो सकता ये. So pottery invented during Neolithic age. Pottery is clear. और ये कितना pottery old है, इसी के लिए ये टेक्निक करता है यूज, उसको बोलते हैं टीएल मेथड. हाउ ओल्ड these potteries were is used a method called TL method. Thermoluminescence method यूज होता है इसके लिए. कार्बन डेटिंग से हो ही नहीं सकता है pottery. To determine how old these potteries were, Archaeological Survey of India used a different method called TL method बोलते हैं उसको. तो ये डिटरमिन हो जाएगा कितना पुराना है. Thermoluminescence method to determine the age of the pottery. TL method बोलते हैं हम इसको. So TL method used by Archaeological Survey of India to determine the age of the potteries, how old these potteries were. ठीक है. C14 method, carbon dating method cannot be used to determine the age of the pottery. नहीं, इसके लिए ये मेथड यूज करते हैं. ठीक है. पॉटरी इज क्लियर. पॉटरी पहले हाथ से बनाते थे, बहुत टाइम लगता था, शेप एंड साइज में नहीं होता था. सो टू मेक द पॉटरी इन मोस्ट इफिशियंट वे, मास प्रोडक्शन. नाउ a wheel was invented, a wheel discovered during Neolithic age, क्योंकि व्हील को रोटेट करके पॉटरी बनाना उस पर इजी है. So during Neolithic age, a new discovery was discovery of wooden wheel, and this wooden wheel was used by potters to make the pottery, because on rotating the wheel it was easy to make the pottery in mass quantity, most efficient ways. And this is the reason why oldest name of wheel is the potter's wheel, because use of the wheel was for making of the pottery. तो wheel का पुराना नाम है potter's wheel. Wheel was not used for transportation purpose. Wheel was used only for pottery making during Neolithic age. ठीक है. So Neolithic age में agriculture, society became sedentary, house appeared, wattle and daub houses, pottery now appeared. To make the pottery, wooden wheel also discovered. So all is development during Neolithic age. इसलिए इस एज को बोलते हैं नियोलिथिक रेवोल्यूशन. रेवोल्यूशन का मतलब होता है फंडामेंटल चेंज, चेंज इन सोसाइटी, इकोनॉमी एंड ऑल. Because lot of fundamental changes during Neolithic age, this age is called as Neolithic Revolution. Revolution means fundamental change, and this change has to be within short period. यानी कि बिलियंस ऑफ ईयर हो गया, नहीं, कम समय में चेंज होगा, उसी को बोलते हैं रेवोल्यूशन. पॉलिटिकल रिवोल्यूशन हो जाएगा, इकोनॉमिक रिवोल्यूशन, सोशल रिवोल्यूशन, एनी टाइप ऑफ द रिवोल्यूशन. ठीक है. सो दिस इज Neolithic age is clear. This is your Neolithic is last phase of Stone Age. So from northwest part of India, agriculture now began. Mehergarh the first place. From northwest part of India, agriculture began. Mehergarh the first place. Around 7000 BC. ठीक है? After northwest part of India, agriculture now came to North India. This is river Yamuna. This is river Ganga. River Ganga, Yamuna and all. Ganga, Yamuna. So in these areas, agriculture now appeared here also. Here we have 7000 BC, beginning of agriculture. In these areas, about 6000 BC, agriculture now diffused to these areas. ठीक है? In Gangetic Valley areas, UP Bihar areas, agriculture now diffused 6000 BC onwards about. In these areas, most important places like Koldihwa in UP, Koldihwa in UP, Neolithic place, ठीक है? Koldihwa in UP, Uttar Pradesh, Gangetic Valley areas, agriculture came here also. Koldihwa, ठीक है? In these areas, for the first time, rice was grown. Rice cultivation started from these areas because this area receives more rainfall. So growing of rice was now possible in these areas. So Koldihwa is the earliest place from where we have archaeological evidence of cultivation of rice. Rice cultivation. Mehergarh we have wheat and barley mainly. In these areas we have rice. ठीक है? In this area Gangetic Valley, earliest evidence of cultivation of mustard from place called Tokwa. Tokwa in Uttar Pradesh. For the first time in India, we have growing of mustard, a vialiferous crop. Tokwa. Koldehwa rice. Tokwa vialiferous mustard. Mehergarh, wheat and barley mainly. ठीक है? This area receives more rainfall. So growing of rice in this area was possible. And this is the reason why in Koldehwa, earliest evidence of rice cultivation found by ASI. ठीक है? So Neolithic age northwest is clear. Neolithic age Gangetic Valley is clear. Then we have Neolithic age in Jammu Kashmir and Ladakh areas. Then we have Neolithic in South India, Karnataka, Andhra, these areas. So in Jammu and Kashmir, Neolithic is in South India, Neolithic is after Gangetic Valley, after. Earliest was northwest, then we have a Gangetic Valley area, and then we have simultaneously in Jammu Kashmir and South India. ठीक है? In Jammu Kashmir areas, very important places like Borjom, Guf Karal, two places, Giyak in Ladakh, Burjahom in Jammu Kashmir, Guf Karal in Jammu Kashmir, Giyak in Ladakh. So three places in Jammu Kashmir, Ladakh. In these areas we have agriculture. Neolithic sites. Neolithic sites. Burjahom, Guf Karal, and Giyak. Burjahom in Jammu Kashmir, Guf Karal in Jammu Kashmir, and Giyak in Ladakh. Giyak in Ladakh. थोड़ा रुक जाए क्या करें. Online, any doubt, any questions? Online. बहुत तेज बारिश हो रहा है, इतना आवाज हो रहा है. इट्स वेरी हेवी. हाँ. टोकवा उत्तर प्रदेश, यूपी. यूपी. मस्टर्ड, वाइली क्रॉप, वाइली फेरस, मस्टर्ड. ठीक है. हाँ. 5 मिनट्स ब्रेक प्लीज. ब्रेक ले लें क्या? 5 मिनट. बिकॉज वैसे भी क्लास नहीं हो रहा है, बिकॉज ऑफ दिस नॉइज. 5 मिनट ब्रेक ले लें. 5 मिनट्स ब्रेक. So we are discussing the last phase of the Stone Age culture, Neolithic Age. Neolithic Age in northwest part of India that we explained, beginning with Mehergarh. Then we also talked about Neolithic Age in Gangetic Valley areas, Uttar Pradesh areas, with examples of Old Deva, with examples of Tokwa, we explained. Now we are discussing Neolithic Age in Jammu and Kashmir areas. This area with three prominent sites: Burj Home in Jammu Kashmir, Guf Karal in Jammu Kashmir, and Giyak in Ladakh. ठीक है? From these areas, Jammu Kashmir Neolithic culture, one very important landmark development was, which was absent in northwest, Gangetic, and South India. One new development only in Jammu Kashmir was, for the first time, archaeological evidence of pit dwellings found from only Jammu Kashmir areas. Earliest archaeological evidence of pit dwellings. These pit dwellings, locally called as Karewas. So, what was Karewas? Karewas were underground houses. Suppose this is the earth. Pits were made underground pits. To come in the pits, steps were cutted to come in the pits. In order to collapse the roof, wooden bamboos were used to support the roof. Such type of houses found from Jammu Kashmir area, underground houses or pit dwellings in Jammu Kashmir, locally called as Karewas. Why we have Karewas? Because this area was very cold during winter days. So during the night, pits were comparatively warmer. So people, in order to save themselves from very heavy winter in the night, living in the pits. So such pits are locally called as Karewas. Archaeological evidence of pit dwellings found by ASI from Jammu Kashmir only. ठीक है? So during Neolithic age, archaeological evidence of Karewas or pit dwellings have been found from Jammu Kashmir areas. ठीक है? One new developments during Neolithic age from Jammu Kashmir area, Burj Home, Guf Karal is pit dwellings. One is clear. Why we have evidence of pit dwellings? Because of very extreme cold weather during winter days. So people were living in the pits to save themselves from very heavy winter. ठीक है? However, however, earlier during Neolithic age, थोड़ा छूट गया था, उसको ऐड कर लेना आप लोग. During Neolithic age, place Mehergarh, place is Mehergarh, थोड़ा छूट गया था, important है. during Neolithic Age, from Mehergarh around 4000 BC, for the first time in the world, cotton was grown. Cotton, very important. Around 4000 BC, not only in India, for the first time in the world, we have archaeological evidence of cultivation of cotton from Mehergarh. So India is the first country in the world where cotton was grown. And what was the use of the cotton? From cotton we have extraction of the fibers, and these fibers were used to make the clothes. So clothes appeared during Neolithic age, and coming of the cloth became possible because of growing of cotton. So first country in the world to grow the cotton was India. Place was Mehergarh. So India is the land of cotton. And from India, worldwide cotton diffused. So cotton is the sui generis crop of India. क्रॉप पे बहुत क्वेश्चन होता है. ओरिजिनल क्रॉप ऑफ द वर्ल्ड इन इंडिया वाज कॉटन. ठीक है. बहुत सारा क्रॉप इंडिया में बाहर से आया बाद में मिडिवल डेज में. सो सम ऑफ द क्रॉप्स आर फॉरेन क्रॉप्स, सम क्रॉप्स आर इंडिजिनस क्रॉप्स, सुई जेनेरिस क्रॉप लाइक कॉटन. बाद में बहुत सारा क्रॉप्स इंडिया में बाहर से आया, जैसे which were the crops which came to India from abroad during ancient medieval days. क्रॉप पे बहुत सारा क्वेश्चन होगा. कॉटन इज इन इंडिया. कॉटन के अलावा कौन कौन सा क्रॉप इंडिया में बाहर से आया है, लाइक विच क्रॉप? यानी बाहर से आया है क्रॉप विच इज नॉट द ओरिजिनल क्रॉप ऑफ इंडिया, which came to India from outside India. Which crops? Like potato. बाहर से आया है. कहाँ से आया है पोटैटो? पोटैटो केम फ्रॉम विच कंट्री? नहीं, नॉट इन पोर्तुगल, नॉट. अमेरिकन क्रॉप है. अमेरिका से गया यूरोप में, पुर्तगाल में, और यूरोप से इंडिया में आया. सो पोटैटो इज द न्यू वर्ल्ड क्रॉप. न्यू वर्ल्ड इज अमेरिका. अमेरिकन क्रॉप. टोमेटो अमेरिकन क्रॉप. पोटैटो अमेरिकन क्रॉप. ठीक है. और रेड चिलीज अमेरिकन क्रॉप. कैप्सिकम अमेरिकन क्रॉप. कैप्सिकम अमेरिकन क्रॉप. और मेज अमेरिकन क्रॉप. पपाया क्रॉप ऑफ न्यू वर्ल्ड. ठीक है. पोटैटो, टोमेटो, रेड चिलीज, कैप्सिकम, मेज, papaya, these all are the new world crop. Tobacco, new world crop. Tobacco, American crop. अमेरिका से यूरोप में गया, यूरोप से इंडिया में आया. ठीक है. क्लियर है. कोकोनट crop of Southeast Asia. It came to India from Southeast Asia. So these are the not indigenous crops, foreign crops, which came to India. Coconut during ancient time, and these crops during medieval time. But cotton is the Indian crop. क्रॉप से कई बार क्वेश्चन आया है आईएएस एग्जाम में. मेनी टाइम्स आस्क्ड द क्वेश्चन. यहां भी हो सकता है. ठीक है. क्लियर है. सो नियोलिथिक एज Neolithic age, people had the dress, but Jammu Kashmir area was very cold weather. So, in order to save themselves from the cold weather, people were living in the pit houses, pit dwellings. This explains why we have oldest evidence of pit dwellings from Jammu Kashmir area. One is clear, though dress had appeared during Neolithic age, during Stone Age, there were no clothes. People were people were using leaf, bark, animal skin as the dress to cover their private parts of the body. There were no dress. Use of the leaf, bark, animal skin as the dress. Mesolithic age, no dress. Neolithic age, cloths appeared. And this cloth appeared mainly because of coming of cultivation of cotton. ठीक है, क्लियर है? क्लास को नीचे करना चाहिए था हम लोगों को, बिकॉज ये रेनफॉल से इतना प्रॉब्लम होता है ऊपर क्लास में. देखते हैं कल से. ठीक है, वन इज क्लियर, जम्मू कश्मीर. नंबर टू, one is the pit dwelling, locally called as karevas. The second important feature, only from Jammu Kashmir area, Gufkaral, Burjoho, is unique burial system. Burial. Archaeological Survey of India have found unique burial from Jammu Kashmir area. This burial is clear, to dispose the dead body with different methods. One of the methods is a cremation method. A dead body is cremation system. Burning of dead body is cremation. Burial system, no burning of dead body, but burial of dead body within the earth is burial system called as. So, as compared to cremation system, oldest method to dispose dead body was burial system. Cremation became popular later on. Earlier, burial system was most popular system during Stone Age. ठीक है? In this burial system, without coffin, dead body was never kept into coffins, wooden box. It was without coffin. Dead body was never put into wooden coffin, then buried. So coffin burial was absent. ठीक है? From Jammu Kashmir area, master or dead body was buried along with dog in the same graveyard. Burial of a human being along with dog. Evidence comes from Jammu Kashmir area, Gufkaral Burjum. Why this was so? Why the dead person was buried along with the dog pet? Belief could have been life after death, other world. So after the death, dead person will go to other world. In that other world, he will need to have the same pet. So it is very likely that once the master or person died, this dog was killed and buried together to accompany the dog with the master in other world, and not vice versa. It is very unlikely that when dog died, master was killed and buried. Not possible. ठीक है? So burial with the dog evidence comes from Jammu Kashmir area, and this may be on account of belief in other world, life after death. ठीक है, क्लियर है. Not only dog, sometimes the grave goods also have been found. The goods used by dead person also buried along with dead body, because this dead person will need the same goods in other world. So grave goods also have been found. Dog also have been found. This was a count of development in philosophy or some belief in other world. ठीक है. Neolithic in North Jammu Kashmir is clear. Neolithic in Jammu Kashmir is clear. Now lastly is our South Indian Neolithic places. In South India, places like Utnur, Kodekal, Budhyal, these places found by ASI, excavated by ASI from Andhra Pradesh and Karnataka area, Utnur, Kodekal, Budhyal in South India. In South India, most popular crop grown was ragi, because climate, type of the soil favored cultivation of ragi. So earliest evidence of ragi cultivation, coarse crop, jowar, bajra, coarse crop found from this area, because Karnataka still is the leading producer of ragi in India, because the type of the soil, climate, all favored cultivation of such coarse crops. ठीक है. So in South India, favored crop was ragi. In Northwest India, favored crop was wheat and barley. In Gangetic area, favored crop was rice, mustard as well. In Jammu Kashmir, favored crop was wheat and barley again. ठीक है. Clear everyone? Next. In South India, during Neolithic Age, in South India, during Neolithic Age, archaeological evidence of what is called as S-mounds only comes from South India, not from other areas of India. Not. So two important features of South Indian Neolithic culture is, one is the ragi cultivation, quartz crop, and second is S-mounds. What is S-mounds? S are the charcoal. Mounds is the hip. Suppose this is the place, Uttanur place, for example. At this place, cow dungs were collected and put on the fire. At same spot, next year, a layer of cow dungs was also found. So layer of the cow dungs, burnt cow dungs, animal droppings in the form of S have been found by Archaeological Survey of India. So such deposits are called as S mounds. Mounds are hips. ठीक है. This may be on account of their some cultural practices. On occasion of Holi, होली में ऐसा होता है अभी भी, एक ही स्पॉट पे इकट्ठा करके उसको जला देते हैं, लिट कर देते हैं. So S mound is the feature of South Indian Neolithic culture, only from South India. S mounds were the heaps of burnt charcoal found by ASI. On the same spot, a layer of charcoal was found. Yes, charcoal. Again, second layer, third layer. It is the heap or a mound. S mounds is the burnt charcoal from South India. This may be on account of their cultural festivals. ठीक है. यहाँ भी होता है होली के टाइम पे. होली होता है यहाँ नहीं, बर्निंग होता है, कुछ होलिका दहन हो सकता है, ऐसा कुछ फेस्टिवल इनका हो. So this is all about your Stone Age culture. Any doubt from Stone Age? Any question from Stone Age? स्टोनेज हो जाएगा, बहुत है, मोर देन सफिशियंट. दिस इज मोर देन सफिशियंट फॉर योर एग्जाम. After Stone Age, Metal Age started. After Stone Age, we are beginning of Metal Age, use of the metal, and this is called as Chalcolithic Age. About 3500 BC, use of metals began in India. So this first Metal Age, use of the metal is called a Chalcolithic Age. Co is the copper. Copper was the first metal used by human beings. Copper. Co is the copper. Copper was the first metal used by human beings in India, and this is the reason why some Hindus in India still give a lot of importance to this copper metal. They do all religious work in copper objects even today. ठीक है. चाल का मतलब होता है ग्रुप ऑफ द मेटल्स. चाल मतलब ग्रुप, सी मीन्स कॉपर, लिथिक मीन्स स्टोन. Besides use of copper, a group of other metals, people are still using stone objects. Because extraction of copper was difficult, smelting of copper was again difficult, making of the objects from copper was technology was primitive. This explains why we have continued use of stone objects as well. So Chalcolithic age is the copper stone age. Copper stone age. ठीक है. Chalcolithic age is our copper stone age. Besides copper, people are still using stone objects. ठीक है. In this Chalcolithic age, one of the cultures is important is Banas culture. कल्चर को याद रखना आप लोग. सोवन कल्चर कहाँ है? ओल्ड स्टोन एज का पार्ट है. ठीक है. टॉकिंग अबाउट द कल्चर्स. So one of the Chalcolithic cultures was Banas culture. Banas culture in Rajasthan. Suppose this is river Yamuna. This is river Yamuna. One of the tributaries of Yamuna is river Chambal. And tributary of Chambal river is river Banas in Rajasthan. So Banas is the river in Rajasthan, and this Banas river is the tributary of river Chambal, and this Chambal is the tributary of river Yamuna. So both Chambal Banas is in Rajasthan. ठीक है. So this Banas culture was Chalcolithic culture of Rajasthan. Around this Banas river, one of the important sites was Ahar. Ahar, a place in Rajasthan which belonged to Banas culture. Banas culture is Chalcolithic culture. ठीक है. And this Ahar is present name in Rajasthan, and oldest name of Ahar is the Tambavati. Tamba means copper. Vati means land, land of copper. Because archaeological survey of India have found large number of copper objects from Ahar, and this is the reason why oldest name of Ahar is Tambavati. Tamba means copper, Vati means land, land of copper. So two important sites, Chalcolithic sites, Banas culture. One is Ahar and second is Giland. ठीक है. So Chalcolithic in Rajasthan. Why in Rajasthan? Because the biggest copper mine of India was which copper mine? सबसे बड़ा कॉपर माइन इंडिया का जो अभी एग्जॉस्ट हो गया. Presently, this copper mine is depleted. Khetri copper mine in Rajasthan, in ancient India, in medieval India, Khetri copper mine of Rajasthan was the biggest copper mine of India. ठीक है. Swahar and Gieland belong to Banas culture. Why called Banas culture? On the name of the river Banas. Banas is in Rajasthan, tributary of Chambal. Chambal tributary of river Yamuna. ठीक है. One is clear. Second, Malwa culture, Malwa in Madhya Pradesh. Chalcolithic culture, one is Banas culture, other is Malwa culture. Malwa is the region, area of Madhya Pradesh. In this Malwa region, place like Kayat, from this area, ASI also found many copper objects. So Malwa culture, Kayat place, Banas culture, Ahargilan sites, both belong to Chalcolithic cells. And third was in Deccan. This is our Jorve culture. Jorve place in Maharashtra. And this Jorve was located around river Pravar. And this Pravar was tributary of river Godavari. On the bank of river Pravar, Pravar was tributary of river Godavari. Around Pravar, Jorve culture, Jorve place was located. So three important cultures belong to Chalcolithic culture was Jorve, Malwa and Banas. Banas in Rajasthan, Malwa in Madhya Pradesh, Jorve in Maharashtra. ठीक है. So this is all about your Chalcolithic age. After Neolithic age, we have Chalcolithic age. Up to here is clear. Up to Chalcolithic age. After Chalcolithic, our real proto-history starts. And most of questions in ancient India are from this time onwards. Bronze Age civilization onwards. So shall we start now Bronze Age? After Chalcolithic age. This is the beginning of our Bronze Age civilization. Oldest civilization of India is Bronze Age civilization. Earlier these were cultures. Now we are coming to civilization. Civilization is more developed than culture. Civilization in much wider areas as compared to cultures. Culture is small areas. Civilization very large areas. Civilization more developed. Culture comparatively less developed. ठीक है. So oldest civilization of India is our Bronze Age civilization. और यहीं से आपका क्वेश्चन ज्यादा होगा. ठीक है. वो सफिशियंट है, मत पढ़ना किसी किताब से आप लोग. Whatever we discussed in the class, that is more than sufficient for your exam. Don't read much from other sources. सिर्फ क्लास नोट से पढ़ो बस. So now we are starting our Bronze Age civilization. Bronze Age civilization near about 2600 BC to 1900 BC. Chalcolithic Age 3500 BC, Bronze Age 2600 BC. Bronze is Ly of two metals, copper and tin. Ly is called as bronze. Copper is the metal, tin is the metal. If we mix tin into copper, it became Ly, and this Ly is the bronze. And these bronze objects are very harder as compared to soft copper, more durable bronze. This is the reason why people started mixing tin into copper to make the bronze utensils, bronze objects. ठीक है? This is river Indus and tributaries of Indus. So around river Indus, we have this Bronze Age civilization emerged. So this is also called as Indus Valley Civilization. Bronze Age civilization, also called as Indus Valley Civilization, because most of the sites, and these sites were cities, urban sites, cities and towns. So for the first time in India, people started living into towns or cities. Before Bronze Age civilization, people lived into villages. Before villages, there were no village. Village life appeared because of coming of agriculture, Neolithic Age onwards. So for the first time, people started living into towns and cities. So this is also called as first urbanization. First urbanization, 2600 BC, began in India. Why called first urbanization? Because for the first time in India, people started living into towns and cities. Okay? Earlier we have villages where peasants were growing the crops. So once these peasants started growing surplus production, more production, surplus, so they can sell surplus produce to people who lives into city, because those people who are living into city, they are not the agriculturists. So they have to be fed by surplus production. So because of coming of surplus production, people now moved to live into cities. So this is how cities life appeared. The main reason of city life was surplus production by the villages. ठीक है, क्योंकि सिटी में जो लोग रहते हैं खेती तो नहीं करते हैं, बट खाना तो चाहिए, ग्रेन तो चाहिए. तो ग्रेन वाज सरप्लस ग्रेन प्रोड्यूस्ड बाय विलेजर्स. ठीक है, क्लियर है. सो दिस एक्सप्लेन्स व्हाई वी हैव coming of first urbanization in India, also called as Indus Valley Civilization, also called as Bronze Age Civilization. ठीक है, worldwide we have 4 Bronze Age civilizations. 4. One in India, Indus Valley Civilization. This is present Iraq. Present Iraq. In Iraq, we have the Bronze Age civilization. This is called as Mesopotamian civilization. Mesopotamia was a city in Iraq. People living into Mesopotamia, nearby cities. So this civilization also was one of the Bronze Age civilizations in the world. So one in India called Indus Valley, other in Iraq called Mesopotamia civilization. ठीक है. This is Egypt, Africa. Here we have Egypt. Here we have river Nile in Egypt. This is Red Sea. This is Africa. This is Persian Gulf. In North Africa, Northeast Africa, we have the country Egypt. In Egypt, we have river Nile. So other Bronze civilization was in Egypt. This is called as Nile Valley Civilization. So one in India, other in Iraq, third in Egypt, Nile Valley, and fourth was in China, Wang Ho Valley Civilization. China, Wang Ho River in China, around Wang Ho River, civilization was Bronze Age civilizations. So we have 4 Bronze Age civilizations in the world. In India, Indus Valley Civilization. In Iraq, Mesopotamia Civilization. In Egypt, Nile Valley Civilization. And in China, Bronze Age Civilization or Wang Ho Valley Civilization. 4 Bronze Age. And almost all contemporary. Almost contemporary. तो 2600 BC अराउंड. ठीक है, क्लियर है, ठीक है यहां तक. We are just coming India. We have to discuss only Indus Valley Civilization and not about Mesopotamia, not about Egypt, and not about China. But here, India had contact with Mesopotamia, trading contact. Indians, people of Indus Valley Civilization, doing trade with Mesopotamia and not with Egypt and not with China, not. So no any trading contact between India, Indus Valley Civilization and Egypt, and not between India and China. Only trading contact was between India and Mesopotamia. Clear है? ठीक है? We'll just come Indus Valley Civilization. So in India, people started writing for the first time. Mesopotamians also started writing. Indian writing is undeciphered. Mesopotamian writing is deciphered. So in the writing of Mesopotamia, we have reference of Meluha. Meluha was India. So oldest name of India is Meluha, given by Mesopotamians. Because in the writing of Mesopotamia, we have many references of ships from Meluha coming to Mesopotamia for trade purpose. So oldest name of India was Meluha, given by Iraqians or Mesopotamians. But no any reference of India in Egypt, no reference of India in Chinese literature. No contact. ठीक है? Now we have to focus only on Indus Valley Civilization. ठीक है? Now come to Indus Valley. Here was a city called Harappa. Harappa was the city in Pakistan which belonged to Indus Valley Civilization. ठीक है? So Harappa in Pakistan on the bank of river Ravi. River Ravi is one of the tributaries of river Indus. So on the bank of river Ravi, Harappa was located. In 1921, Harappa city was found and excavated by ASI. So in 1921, through excavation of Harappa, we come to know about this great civilization. Okay? And this Harappa was excavated by archaeologist Dayaram Sahni, D.R. Sahni. So D.R. Sahni was archaeologist who excavated city of Harappa. Harappa is now in Pakistan, which was situated on the bank of river Ravi, and river Ravi is one of the 5 tributaries of river Indus. Okay? Harappa is clear. Next year 1922, other city was found in Sindh province of Pakistan on the bank of river Indus, and this city was Mohenjo-daro. So Mohenjo-daro, again in Pakistan, in 1922, excavated by archaeologist R.D. Banerjee. R.D. Banerjee. So Harappa 1921, Mohenjo-daro 1922, both the cities excavated. First was Harappa, then Mohenjo-daro. And during the time, Archaeological Survey of India head was, DG was John Marshall. So John Marshall was Director General of ASI, head of ASI during the time. So in 1924, John Marshall officially announced discovery of the oldest civilization of India, and this civilization was called as Indus Valley Civilization, because the belief was the cities and towns must have been located around river Indus and adjoining areas. So earliest name was Indus Valley Civilization. Okay? Why Indus Valley? Because the belief was this civilization was around river Indus and adjoining areas only. After 1947 till present, thousands of cities, more than 1,000, 1,500 about cities have been found. And such cities were not located around river Indus only, far away from Indus. Like westernmost city found excavated was city of Sotka Gender. मैप बना के करेंगे इसको. Everybody draw the map. Towns are very important. Feature of the towns are very important, because many of the questions in your exam will come from this city and their features. बहुत आएगा. ये city है कहाँ, क्या feature है, क्या मिला है वहाँ से. These all are important for your pre-exam. So city of, I believe the class is not fast. Comfortable to all of you? Fast तो नहीं है class. Fast होगा तो बताना आप लोग. We can make the class slow. Class comfortable है सबको? Sotka Gender, westernmost city of the civilization. Sotka Gender, westernmost city. इससे पश्चिम में this civilization was not the civilization. Here we have Iran. ईरान का नाम था पर्सिया. ईरान और पर्सिया. यहाँ पे कोई दूसरा सिविलाइजेशन था ईरान का. ओल्डेस्ट सिविलाइजेशन ऑफ पर्सिया वाज हेलमंद. ये डिफरेंट है. मेसोपोटामिया डिफरेंट है. इंडस वैली डिफरेंट है. हर का अपना अपना फीचर है. सो वेस्ट ऑफ सुटका जेंडर वाज हेलमंद सिविलाइजेशन ऑफ ईरान, एंड वेस्ट ऑफ हेलमंद वाज मेसोपोटामिया, इराक. क्लियर है? So westernmost city of Indus Valley Civilization was city of Helmand. Helmand in West Pakistan, very close to East Iran और पर्सिया. ठीक है. So westernmost city was सुटका जेंडर. कहाँ पे है? वेस्ट पाकिस्तान में. इन वेस्ट पाकिस्तान. ठीक है. ईस्टर्नमोस्ट सिटी इन ये यमुना रिवर के ठीक ईस्ट में, मेरठ के पास, आलमगीरपुर. ईस्ट ऑफ रिवर यमुना नियर मेरठ, आलमगीरपुर सिटी इन वेस्टर्न यूपी, विच वॉज द ईस्टर्नमोस्ट सिटी. इसके ईस्ट में देयर वर नो सिटी लाइफ. वी हैव नियोलिथिक सोसाइटी, नियोलिथिक कल्चर, नॉट द सिटी लाइफ. ऐसा नहीं कि यहाँ कोई लोग नहीं था. पीपल स्टिल लिविंग इन टू विलेजेस, उसको बोलते हैं न्यूलिथिक एज. ओनली इन दीज एरियाज वी हैव ब्रॉन्ज एज सिविलाइजेशन डेवलप्ड. चालकोलिथिक इवॉल्व्ड इनटू ब्रॉन्ज एज. क्लियर है? सो आलमगीरपुर ईस्टर्नमोस्ट सिटी इन उत्तर प्रदेश, वेस्टर्न पार्ट ऑफ यूपी, वेस्टर्न पार्ट ऑफ यूपी. सुटका जेंडर वेस्टर्नमोस्ट सिटी in extreme West Pakistan. Northernmost city was Manda in Jammu Kashmir, around river Chenab. Chenab के पास Manda. Chenab is one of tributaries. Manda in Jammu Kashmir. And southernmost city was South Gujarat, Malwan. पहले डिस्कस किया था कि दैमाबाद in Maharashtra was not the Indus Valley site, that was Chalcolithic site. बहुत सारा किताब में लिखा हुआ है कि दैमाबाद was the southernmost city of Indus Valley Civilization, which is not correct. Southernmost was Malwan. So north में मांडा, south में मालवन, west में सुटका जंडा, east में आलमगीरपुर. This was the area where many cities have been found. In these cities, people were living into towns and cities. Manda to Malwan, सुटका जेंडर टू आलमगीरपुर. टोटल एरिया कितना था इस सिविलाइजेशन का? टोटल एरिया ऑफ द सिविलाइजेशन वाज अप्रॉक्सीमेटली 1 मिलियन स्क्वायर किलोमीटर. डेटा भी पूछते हैं, पूछेंगे आपको प्री में. टोटल एरिया ऑफ द सिविलाइजेशन अप्रॉक्सीमेटली 1 मिलियन स्क्वायर किलोमीटर. ठीक है. Which are important cities? What are their important features? We are just coming because these are important for your exam, pre-exam. बहुत important है. मैंने देखा है, अधिकतर पूछा है आपके पेपर में, देखा मैंने. सिमेट्री एच कहाँ से मिला है? हड़प्पा. आया है क्वेश्चन आपका. सिमेट्री एच फाउंड फ्रॉम विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग सिटीज? दैट इज हड़प्पा. फिर जस्ट कम सिटीज वर जस्ट कमिंग. ठीक है यहाँ तक? This is clear. Area is clear. This is Persia with Helmand civilization. This is Afghanistan and this is Central Asia. This is Iraq. Afghanistan, north of Afghanistan is Central Asia. ठीक है. तो Indians are trading contact with Afghanistan, Central Asia as well, Persia as well, overland. But through the sea, they had contact with Mesopotamia through Persian Gulf trade. Clear है? ठीक है. So these Indians had contact with Afghanistan, Central Asia as well. This contact was overland contact. तो मान लो इंडिया का मर्चेंट जाएगा अफगानिस्तान में, वही सेंट्रल एशिया में जाएगा. तो नीड वाज टू फॉर्म ए सिटी इन अफगानिस्तान. इस सिटी का नाम था सोर्तुगई. वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. सोर्तुगई was a city in Afghanistan, and this city was built by Indians as outpost to live there, to do trade with Afghanistan, and to do trade with Central Asia as well. And this place or site is called as सोर्तुगई. इंडियन ट्रेडर जाते होंगे, रहते होंगे वहां. इसका मतलब सोर्तुगई was the oldest Indian diaspora. Oldest Indian diaspora was Sourtugai. This city was built by Indians in North Afghanistan to help the Indian traders to live in Sourtugai, to do trade with Afghanistan, and not only Afghanistan, to do trade with Central Asia as well. So Sourtugai was the earliest Indian diaspora in Afghanistan. Clear है? Firstly, we are discussing cities, their features, and then we come to other features of this civilization. यहाँ से क्वेश्चन एटलीस्ट एक तो होगा ही होगा. We can expect at least one question from Indus Valley Civilization. So Sourtugai in Afghanistan is clear. North Afghanistan. In North Afghanistan. Sourtugai was in North Afghanistan, Indian diaspora, to help the Indian traders to live there, to do the better trade with Afghanistan and Central Asia. ठीक है? Indians had to do overseas trade with Mesopotamia. For that purpose, the need was to have a dockyard port, and this port was in Gujarat, Lothal. So Lothal was only dockyard or the port built by Indians to do trade with Mesopotamia. ठीक है? Lothal in Gujarat, found by Archaeological Survey of India, excavated by ASI, archaeologist S.R. Rao excavated Lothal, and according to S.R. Rao, from Lothal, a dockyard has been found or a port was found which helped the Indus merchants to do overseas trade with Mesopotamia via Persian Gulf. Clear है? So Lothal in Gujarat, dockyard from Gujarat only, Lothal only, or Lothal was the port city. So most important feature of Lothal was what? Dockyard. ठीक है? Most important feature of Lothal was what? Diaspora. किसी का डाउट है कि डायस्पोरा होता क्या है? बड़ी डायस्पोरा क्या होता है बताइए? मान लो लॉट ऑफ इंडियंस आर लिविंग इन नाउ अमेरिका, तो अमेरिका का जो एरिया हो जाएगा उसको इंडियन डायस्पोरा बोलेंगे. ठीक है? तो ए प्लेस इन द फॉरेन कंट्री with a large number of Indians, this settlement is called as diaspora. उसी को बोलते हैं ना. क्लियर है? तो diaspora is Indian settlement in the foreign land, like Sourtugai, which was in Afghanistan. ठीक है? So what is diaspora is clear. Lothal is clear. Class is clear to all of you. समझ में आ रहा है सबको? तो क्लास को समझ के पढ़ो आप लोग. This is not about only the rote learning. नहीं होगा. याद कर जाएंगे. कितना याद करोगे आप बताओ? समझ के बिना पढ़े नहीं होगा हिस्ट्री. You have to understand the history in proper perspective. फिर याद कर लो. गुजरात से लोथल, लोथल से डॉकयार्ड या पोर्ट सिटी. क्लियर है यहाँ तक? So in Gujarat areas, one of the very important cities was city of Lothal. और कोई? लोथल के अलावा in Gujarat. Other important city in Gujarat. इस एरिया इसी समय ये द ओल्डेस्ट सिटीज ऑफ इंडिया. लोथल, हड़प्पा, मोहनजोदड़ो, सुटका जेंडर, आलमगीरपुर, मालवन, मांडा, दीज आर द ओल्डेस्ट सिटीज ऑफ इंडिया. इससे पुराना कोई नहीं है. ठीक है, मतलब आज से कितना साल पुराना होगा ये. दिस सिविलाइजेशन वाज हाउ ओल्ड, कितना पुराना है ये. 2600 बीसी लिखा है हमने, कितना पुराना हुआ. दिस सिविलाइजेशन वाज हाउ ओल्ड, कितना है, कितना बताइए. 10,000, 20,000, 5,000 ईयर्स, कितना, 4,600 बोल सकते हैं अबाउट. बीसी इज क्लियर. इससे मान लो कल ही बताया था किसी को मैंने. सपोज दिस इज अ जीरो, यहां से हम लोग रह रहे हैं 2026 सी, मतलब इतना साल पहले ये जीरो हुआ. इसके पहले बीसी हुआ, तो इसके पहले 2600 बीसी, इस जीरो के पहले. तो 2000 प्लस 2600, इतना साल पुराना है. ईयर्स एगो, दैट इज द बीसी. अगर ईयर्स एगो में लिखना होगा तो क्या लिखेंगे, हाउ ओल्ड द सिविलाइजेशन वाज अभी. सो 4600 ईयर्स एगो लिखेंगे ना. समझ में आ रहा नहीं, क्लियर है सबको. If there is no point in teaching the class if the class is not clear about what I am teaching here. समझ में आ रहा है सबको नहीं, बिकॉज बिना समझे उपाय नहीं है कोई. Nobody can help you if you don't want to apply your brain. कुछ तो यूज करेंगे थोड़ा सा, 5%, 10% यूज कर लो ब्रेन का, हो जाएगा एग्जाम. 100% तो कोई यूज ही नहीं करता है. 100% जो यूज करेगा वो तो डिफरेंट हो जाएगा, फिर छोड़ दो उसको. जितना यूज करेगा उतना ही अच्छा होगा. एकदम अनयूज रखोगे, उतना यूज नहीं करना है तो फिर फायदा नहीं होगा उसको. ठीक है, लोथल इज क्लियर. लोथल इन गुजरात. लोथल इन गुजरात. इन गुजरात अदर वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट सिटी इज धौलावीरा. लिखते चलेंगे, धौलावीरा इन गुजरात. लोथल इन गुजरात. लोथल इन गुजरात. ठीक है, देखो इन गुजरात भी रिवर साबरमती. रिवर साबरमती, तो मान लो साबरमती यहाँ से आया गुजरात से, इस एरिया से, और यहाँ पर एक और रिवर है भोगव, उसी कन्फ्लुएंस पर है ये लोथल. सो लोथल ऑन द कन्फ्लुएंस ऑफ रिवर साबरमती इन गुजरात एंड रिवर भोगव इन गुजरात. धौलावीरा इज इन रन ऑफ कच्छ. रन ऑफ कच्छ इन गुजरात. दिस इज रन ऑफ कच्छ एरिया. दिस इज रन ऑफ कच्छ एरिया इन गुजरात एंड सम रन ऑफ कच्छ इज इन पाकिस्तान एज वेल. ठीक है, इतना रेनफॉल हो रहा है समझ में नहीं आ रहा. क्लास इज गेटिंग डिस्टर्ब. समझ में आ रहा है, आवाज क्लियर है आपको. आवाज क्लियर नहीं आता होगा, इतना ड्रिपिंग से इतना ज्यादा आवाज हो रहा है ना. धौलावीरा इन रन ऑफ कच्छ. धौलावीरा इन रन ऑफ कच्छ and this Dhaulavira is only city declared by UNESCO as World Heritage City. Dhaulavira in Gujarat, run of Kutch is the only Harappan or Indus Valley Civilization site which have been declared by UNESCO as a World Heritage City. एक ही जगह है धौलावीरा. ठीक है, Dhaulavira is the only site of Harappan civilization or Indus Valley Civilization declared by UNESCO as World Heritage Site. क्यों? Why? सबसे important feature धौलावीरा का है क्या? What was the most important feature of धौलावीरा? इस रन ऑफ कच्छ में एक मॉनसून रिवर है, रिवर मनहर इन रन ऑफ कच्छ गुजरात. मॉनसून में रिवर चलता है बस. दिस इज सीजनल रिवर, नॉट ऑल रनिंग रिवर. सीजनल रिवर होता है. मॉनसून में मॉनसून रेन का जो होता है उससे रिवर फ्लो होता है. तो क्या करते थे लोग, इस मनहर रिवर को डाइवर्ट कर दिया, स्ट्रक्चर से यहाँ पास कर दिया, फिर स्ट्रक्चर बनाया पास किया, फिर स्ट्रक्चर बनाया पास किया, और यहाँ पे उसको कलेक्ट कर लिया. तो दिस इज द मोस्ट यूनिक एंड मोस्ट एंशिएंट वाटर हार्वेस्टिंग सिस्टम फ्रॉम धौलावीरा. अर्लीस्ट evidence of water harvesting comes from Dhaulavira. Water of river Manha pass through many channels to collect the water for drinking water purpose in lean seasons. Evidence comes from Dhaulavira, and this is the reason why UNESCO had declared this Dhaulavira as World Heritage Site, because they had knowledge of how to harvest the water during lean seasons. So water harvesting का evidence कहाँ से मिला है? धौलावीरा. ठीक है. So 2 is clear. 2 is clear. Both from Gujarat. Third. Sir, again, UNESCO had declared Dhaulavira as the only city of Indus Valley Civilization with the tag World Heritage City or World Heritage Site on account of, even during that time, nearly 5,000 years back, people of Dhaulavira acquainted with how to use the monsoon river water for drinking water purpose. क्या करेंगे कि मान लो ये रिवर है, मनहर रिवर है, इसमें बहुत सारा सिल्ट होगा. मॉनसून रिवर है, सिल्ट डिपॉजिट होगा, सॉइल को सिल्ट बोलते हैं. ठीक है. तो सिल्ट को क्या करना है? नीचे बैठा देना है. तो क्या करेंगे? इस रिवर को एक रिजर्वायर से एक स्ट्रक्चर बना देंगे, वहां से पास करेंगे, दूसरा पास करेंगे, तो धीरे धीरे उस ऑब्स्ट्रक्शन होगा, तो सिल्ट नीचे बैठ जाएगा, और जो फाइनल रिजर्वायर होगा यहाँ कलेक्ट कर लेंगे, उस वाटर का यूज करेंगे फॉर डोमेस्टिक पर्पस. ठीक है. तो सिल्ट डिपोजिशन through making the water to pass through many structures. Structure मिला है, मतलब people are using this method to use the silt water finally as fine water, drinking water purpose. इसी को बोलते हैं water harvesting mechanism. Evidence comes from Dhaulavira. So one is the Lothal, dockyard, Dhaulavira, water harvesting structures to use river Manhar water for drinking purposes. 2 is clear. Third and the last. This is clear about Dhaulavira. Next, other place in Gujarat is Surkotada. Surkotada in Gujarat. Surkotada in Gujarat. 3 places याद करो बस. Forget about other cities. Only 3 places from Gujarat. ठीक है. Lothal, Dhaulavira and Surkotada. Why Surkotada is important? From Surkotada, इतना नीचे करना पड़ेगा क्लास. Animal bones have been found which looks like bones of horse. Looks like. Archaeological Survey of India have found some animal bones, and these bones looks like bone of horse. एक ही जगह है बस. Only one place from where else I found animal bones looks like a horse. तो लगता है कि horse मालूम था. Evidence of horse comes from Surkotada place in Gujarat, but on close examination, this was not the bone of the horse. This was bone of not the true horse, but onager. Onager is the animal which is not the true horse. Because true horse में होता है 36 ribs, 36 skeletons. इसमें होता है less than 36. Onager is the not the horse. Onager is wild ass. जंगली गधा होता है, not the true horse. So even though horse-like bone found from Surkotada, but on close examination, this bone was not the bone of the horse. This was the bone of actually onager, which is not the horse. It means horse was unknown during the time. During Indus Valley Civilization, no any evidence of use of horse in India. Horse was absent. Horse बाद में आता है. After this civilization, horse appeared. और horse का जो पहला evidence इंडिया में मिला है, वो पिराक वैली में मिला है. And horse was brought by Aryans in India. And this Vedic culture appeared after decline of Indus Valley Civilization. So horse was absent during Indus Valley Civilization. No horse. Even the horse-like bone found from Surkotada, but this was not the bone of true horse. Because in true horse we have minimum 36 ribs. ठीक है? 3 sides are clear. 3 is clear. Gujarat. Now come to Pakistan. In Pakistan we have Mohenjo-daro. Mohenjo-daro in Pakistan, on the bank of Indus, in province of Sindh, in Pakistan. Mohenjo-daro. ठीक है? जितना साइट है, प्लेस है, उसमें सबसे बड़ा एरिया वाइज लार्जेस्ट सिटी एक्सकवेटेड मोहनजोदड़ो वाज लार्जेस्ट एक्सकवेटेड सिटी जिसका एक्सकवेशन हो गया है, लार्जेस्ट एक्सकवेटेड. ठीक है? इज मोहनजोदड़ो. अगर पूछता है कि विच वाज द लार्जेस्ट सिटी ऑफ द सिविलाइजेशन, एक्सकवेटेड नहीं है, गायब है. विच वाज द लार्जेस्ट सिटी ऑफ द सिविलाइजेशन, आंसर विल बी डिफरेंट. आंसर विल बी व्हाट? हरियाणा में एक अभी मिला है, हरियाणा. दिस इज हरियाणा. हरियाणा में राखी गरी लार्जेस्ट सिटी of the civilization. Rakhi Gari, largest area wise. But most of the part of Rakhi Gari is still unexcavated. अगर पूछता है which was the largest excavated city, Mohenjo-daro is answer. But if they are asking which was the largest city of the civilization, answer will be Rakhi Gari of Haryana. जैसे मान लो राखी गरी प्लेस है हरियाणा में, वहाँ लोग रहते हैं, तो लोग को हटाना होगा वहां से एक्सकवेशन के लिए. तो द बिग प्रॉब्लम इज हाउ टू रीसेटल द पीपल हु गॉट डिस्प्लेस्ड बिकॉज ऑफ एक्सकवेशंस. दैट इज द बिगेस्ट प्रॉब्लम. तो राखी गढ़ी वाज द लार्जेस्ट सिटी, बट लार्जेस्ट एक्सकवेटेड सिटी वाज मोहनजोदड़ो. we'll just come Rakhi Gari. First we come to Mohenjo-daro. ठीक है? Sir, can you go slower? थोड़ा फास्ट हो रहा है, ठीक है, स्लो. We'll make it slow. देखो, अगर क्वेश्चन है विच वाज द लार्जेस्ट सिटी ऑफ द सिविलाइजेशन, आंसर विल बी राखी गरी इन हरियाणा. बट विच वाज द लार्जेस्ट excavated city of the civilization, answer will be Mohenjo-daro in Pakistan. ठीक है, क्लियर है? Who excavated Mohenjo-daro? बताया था अभी. Who excavated Mohenjo-daro? R.D. Banerjee, 1922 onwards. So now come to important features of Mohenjo-daro. This is a question होगा. This class is only for pre-exam, not for the main. आर्ट कल्चर क्लास नहीं है, मेंस में लिखना है. pre-exam, only pre. My only objective is to help you to pass the pre-exam. तो जो आएगा वही पढ़ाएंगे ना. ठीक है, मोहनजोदड़ो इज क्लियर. मोहनजोदारो सबसे बड़ा बिल्डिंग पूरे सिविलाइजेशन से कहां से मिला है? मोहनजोदड़ो. लार्जेस्ट बिल्डिंग, ए रेक्टेंगुलर पैलेस फाउंड फ्रॉम मोहनजोदड़ो. लार्जेस्ट, जितना बिल्डिंग मिला है सबसे बड़ा बिल्डिंग फाउंड फ्रॉम मोहनजोदारो, विच इज ए रेक्टेंगुलर बिल्डिंग. लुक्स लाइक ए पैलेस. लुक्स लाइक ए पैलेस. ठीक है, कम्स फ्रॉम मोहनजोदारो. सबसे बड़ा बिल्डिंग, लार्जेस्ट बिल्डिंग ऑफ द सिविलाइजेशन फाउंड फ्रॉम सिटी ऑफ मोहनजोदारो, विच वाज ए रेक्टेंगुलर स्ट्रक्चर. और पहला बार वी हैव एविडेंस ऑफ यूज ऑफ burnt bricks. For the first time in India, we have the archaeological evidence of use of burnt brick. Burnt brick का use. ठीक है. Earlier we talked about wattle and dove houses without brick. Now burnt brick appeared for construction of houses. ठीक है. Next, only from Mohenjo-daro a structure have been found which is called as Great Bath. Great Bath was a large swimming pool, rectangular in structure. Rectangular in structure, found from Mohenjo-daro. North side and south side steps were constructed to come and take a bath in a swimming pool. This is swimming pool, बहुत बड़ा. उसके बेस पे to prevent the seepage, use of the bitumen, waterproofing material to prevent the seepage of the water from Great Bath. So first structure from Mohenjo-daro with use of bitumen, waterproof material to prevent seepage of the water. ठीक है, this structure is called as Great Bath for taking of the bath. It was swimming pool with rooms around all the four sides for changing of the cloth. ठीक है, एक साइड से कॉर्नर से पानी को इन किया, दूसरा कॉर्नर के साइड से पानी को आउट कर दिया टू कीप द वाटर फ्रेश वाटर. अदरवाइज वाटर विल स्टिंक, इट बिकम अनहेल्दी. इस स्ट्रक्चर को बोलते हैं ग्रेट बाथ, फाउंड फ्रॉम मोहनजोदड़ो. ये नहीं पूछेगा कितना लंबा है, कितना चौड़ा है, कितना डेप्थ है उसका, ऐसा नहीं होगा क्वेश्चन. ठीक है, 39, 23, 8, दैट इज द डायमेंशन. 39, 23, 8 फीट डेप्थ, नहीं पूछेगा. ठीक है. सो ग्रेट बाथ कम्स फ्रॉम मोहनजोदड़ो. Largest palace comes from Mohenjo-daro. Next important from Mohenjo-daro, bronze dancing girl. ये क्वेश्चन इस बार आईएएस के एग्जाम में था, वेरी इजी क्वेश्चन। यूपीएससी का जो एग्जाम हुआ था प्री का, उसमें एग्जाम था ये। डांसिंग गर्ल हड़प्पन सिविलाइजेशन का किस चीज का बना होता था? ब्रॉन्ज का था। डांसिंग गर्ल यूपीएससी में क्वेश्चन था। डांसिंग गर्ल, स्टैच्यू ऑफ ए गर्ल in dancing posture, nude girl, and this dancing girl made of bronze objects. ठीक है, तो ब्रॉन्ज डांसिंग गर्ल कम्स फ्रॉम मोहनजोदारो। कैसे बनाते थे टेक्निक, वो सब नहीं करना है हम लोगों को, इस आर्ट एंड कल्चर का क्वेश्चन होता है। ठीक है, वेस्ट लॉस वेस्ट टेक्निक बोलते हैं। वी आर नॉट हियर टू टीच, अदरवाइज टाइम खत्म हो जाएगा, सब फायदा नहीं। दो स्टैचू मिला है, दोनों ब्रॉन्ज का है। एक को बोलते हैं डांसिंग, खोल के देखो नेट पे मिल जाएगा, ब्रॉन्ज डांसिंग गर्ल। दूसरा बोलते हैं ब्रॉन्ज अगली सिस्टर, बोथ फ्रॉम मोहनजोदारो। स्टोन स्टैचू मिला है बियर्ड मैन का, स्टोन स्टैचू ऑफ ए बियर्ड मैन आल्सो फ्रॉम मोहनजोदारो। इसी को कुछ लोग बोलते हैं ही वाज द प्रिस्ट किंग। सो प्रिस्ट किंग स्टैचू फ्रॉम मोहनजोदारो, खोल के देखो, सब नेट पे है। स्टोन का है ये, मेल विथ बियर्ड, वियरिंग ए सॉल, सॉल पे कुछ डिजाइन है। दिस स्टोन स्टैच्यू ऑफ ए बियर्ड मैन समटाइम्स कॉल्ड एज प्रिस्ट किंग। लगता है यही किंग होगा जो कि प्रिस्ट होगा, किसी ने बोला है। कितना सही है कितना इनकरेक्ट है, वी आर नॉट हियर टू एग्जामिन दोज एस्पेक्ट्स। सो स्टोन प्रिस्ट किंग, ब्रॉन्ज डांसिंग गर्ल, ब्रॉन्ज अगली सिस्टर, 3 स्टैचूज फाउंड फ्रॉम मोहनजोदारो। तीनों, ऑल थ्री स्टैचूज फ्रॉम मोहनजोदारो। ये तीनों आर्ट एंड कल्चर का बहुत स्पेसिमेन है और तीनों नेट पे है, देख लेना आप लोग। ठीक है, याद रहेगा उससे। क्लियर है, मोहनजोदारो से हो जाएगा। मोहनजोदारो इज क्लियर। नेक्स्ट इज हड़प्पा, सिटी ऑफ हड़प्पा। नेक्स्ट इज सिटी ऑफ हड़प्पा। हड़प्पा इन पंजाब प्रोविंस ऑफ पाकिस्तान, 1921, excavated by D.R. Sahni, Dayaram Sahni. But just we are ending the class. 1921, हड़प्पा सिटी excavated by D.R. Sahni. हड़प्पा से सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट जो फीचर है वो दैट इज सेमेट्री एच। सेमेट्री का मतलब होता है ग्रेवयार्ड, एच का मतलब होता है हड़प्पा। ये क्वेश्चन आपका था, आपके एग्जाम में देखा मैंने, क्वेश्चन था कहां से मिला है, हड़प्पा, एच लिखा हुआ है यहाँ, हड़प्पा। सिमेट्री इज क्लियर। जैसे दिस इज द हाउस, हाउस से दूर ग्रेवयार्ड, दिस ग्रेवयार्ड इज कॉल्ड ए सेमेट्री। उस सेमेट्री में बरियल सिस्टम में कॉफिन बरियल ओनली फ्रॉम मोहनजोदारो, कहीं से नहीं मिला है। ओनली एग्जाम्पल ऑफ कॉफिन बरियल कम्स फ्रॉम हड़प्पा, सिर्फ हड़प्पा से। डेड बॉडी को कॉफिन में रखा गया है और उसको बरी किया गया। एंड दिस बरियल वाज द बरियल ऑफ ए वुमेन, बरियल ऑफ ए वुमेन। और ये कॉफिन बरियल कहाँ का सिस्टम था? मेसोपोटामिया का। तो लगता है कि दिस वाज द मेसोपोटामियन वुमेन मैरिड टू रिच पर्सन ऑफ हड़प्पा, एंड once she died she was buried according to her own custom, and this explains why we have coffin burial. Only coffin burial comes from Harappa, and this is the burial of a woman, एक लेडी का बरियल है। और ये सिस्टम कहाँ था? मेसोपोटामिया में था। तो मेसोपोटामिया इंडिया के बीच में ट्रेड कॉन्टैक्ट हुआ, ट्रेड कॉन्टैक्ट मैरिज भी हुआ होगा। तो इट इज वेरी लाइकली दैट मेसोपोटामियन वुमेन गॉट मैरिड टू हड़प्पन मेन, एंड दिस एक्सप्लेन्स व्हाई वी हैव ओनली कॉफिन बरियल कम्स फ्रॉम हड़प्पा, एक ही जगह से बस, अदरवाइज कहीं से कॉफिन बरियल हमारे पास नहीं है, नोवेयर। हो जाएगा। हड़प्पा से कॉफिन बरियल, ठीक है। इसे मान लो कि स्टेट है लास्ट, सपोज वी हैव द स्टेट, स्टेट को टैक्स देना होगा, पीपल हैव टू पे द टैक्स टू स्टेट, ओनली देन स्टेट कैन सर्वाइव। अगर टैक्स नहीं दोगे स्टेट को, हाउ स्टेट कैन फंक्शन? तो देयर इज नो क्वाइनेज, क्वाइनेज एक भी नहीं मिला है, नो एविडेंस ऑफ क्वाइन, एक भी जगह से कोई क्वाइन नहीं, नो एविडेंस ऑफ टेम्पल, नो टेम्पल वर्शिप, नो क्वाइनेज, नो टेम्पल। दिस अगेन वाज द क्वेश्चन आईएएस एग्जाम कि हड़प्पन सिविलाइजेशन से टेम्पल मिला है या नहीं, नॉट, नो टेम्पल वर्शिप, ठीक है, नो क्वाइनेज। बहुत जगह से सील मिला है, सील्स फ्रॉम ऑलमोस्ट एवरी सिटी, सील्स वेयर फाउंड, सील्स, सील इज क्लियर। सबसे ज्यादा सील मोहनजोदारो से, मोहनजोदारो, हड़प्पा, फ्रॉम एवरी सिटी सील्स हैव बीन फाउंड बाय आर्कियोलॉजिकल सर्वे ऑफ इंडिया। सील इज क्लियर। मोहर, seals were made of statites. Statites were soft stones. उसी स्टोन पे सील पे कुछ लिखा हुआ है, कुछ एनिमल का फिगर भी है। सो पिक्चर ऑफ एनिमल्स वेर ड्रॉन, कार्व्ड ऑन द सील्स, राइटिंग ऑन द सील्स, ठीक है। तो क्वाइनेज के जगह पे सील वाज यूज्ड फॉर एक्सचेंज पर्पस, बिकॉज सील का कुछ वैल्यू होता था, सॉफ्ट स्टोन है सम वैल्यू, ठीक है, क्लियर है। सो दिस इज अबाउट योर हड़प्पा, मोहनजोदारो, थ्री इंपॉर्टेंट सिटीज ऑफ पाकिस्तान, गुजरात। इतना डिस्कस, यहाँ तो कुछ डाउट है तो पूछ लीजिए डाउट, विल कंटिन्यू द क्लास टुमारो। यहाँ तक कुछ डाउट है किसी को, देख लीजिए। सॉरी, इजिप्ट से हमारा कॉन्टेक्ट ही नहीं था, इजिप्ट से वी डू नॉट हैव एनी कॉन्टैक्ट, सो हाउ इजिप्शियन फीचर कैन कम टू इंडिया? ओनली कम फ्रॉम मेसोपोटामिया, जब यहीं से कॉन्टैक्ट था हमारा। इजिप्ट में पिरामिड था, पढ़ा है ना पिरामिड इजिप्ट का, इजिप्ट में पिरामिड था, मेसोपोटामिया में कॉफिन बरियल था, ठीक है। वी डोंट हैव कॉन्टैक्ट विथ इजिप्ट, नो कॉन्टैक्ट विथ चाइना, वी हैड कॉन्टैक्ट विथ इराक, वी हैड कॉन्टैक्ट विथ ईरान, कॉन्टैक्ट विथ अफगानिस्तान, कॉन्टैक्ट विथ सेंट्रल एशिया था, ठीक है। सो टुमारो विल कंटिन्यू द क्लास। यहां तक समझ में आया? सबको नहीं आया? समझ में तो आ रहा है सबको, एवरीवन? ठीक, यू हैव टू लीव 9:30। हाँ, no, you can go anytime. If you have the walk, you can go.